Hello, this is my Victorian Dreams journal for a swap hosted at Junk Journal Junkies on Facebook. This journal measures 6 inches by 7.5 and the spine is around 2 inches. It is reinforced inside and outside. For the cover I used cardstock, and it is binded with pamphlet stitch. The cover is also decorated with an image I downloaded from Pinterest, a lace trim, 3 ribbon flowers and some gauze. Sorry, I don't know another word for it in English. It is tied with an organza ribbon, held by 2 eyelets, one in front and one in the back. The back was left plain. It has also 4 metal corners for reinforcement, and the spine is decorated also with gauze and pink ribbon. The signatures are, it was requested for 4 signatures. I had a little problem and had to do 5, so there are 3 big fat ones and 2 skinny ones, and the 2 skinny ones I left it more plain, intended for writing, not so bulky, and I hope it is okay that way. So here they are, and before showing it, what I have to say is that I used tea-dyed paper, some handmade paper, stamped ephemera, laces, and I also used the kit. It is called Coral Blues by Ephemera's Vintage Garden. And before showing it, I also want to thank you to all the ladies in the group that inspired us and shared their knowledge with us, and a big thank you to all my online friends, pen pals and friends to whom I previously swapped, that gifted me with some items, and I use some of them in here, as you will see. So let's see the inside. As you can see, it is kind of fat. So here in the inside cover there is a pocket, and here is some paper for writing and notes. I saw this method, I believe it was in Paula Lemon's junk journal, so thank you for inspiring me to do this. It is also decorated with some lace. This paper is from the kit, the Coral Blues I told you about. Here I made an envelope pocket according to Yvonne White's tutorial, so thank you Yvonne for that. And this is a stamp tag tied with laces and fibers, doilies of course. This is a corner stamp I used in lots of pages in the journal. Some pages also have a lace on the border. It is a skinny lace to avoid more bulk. Here we have a double pocket, and this is an image I downloaded from Pinterest, I believe, and backed it with some book paper and cardstock, tie-dye cardstock. You'll see a lot of this kind of borders. Usually when I print my images, I first print and then tie-dye the paper, and when I cut them I'm left with a lot of good paper, good quality paper in stripes, and I refuse to put it in the trash, so I previously take a time and punch them in different ways, and then I have them ready to make pockets and belly bands and so on in my journals. Another page from the kit. This is a tuck spot made from a dialing, and here is another downloaded image. I backed it with some cardstock, tie-dyed cardstock, but this time I used one of my punches that is a corner punch. I think it is for pictures. This one with little dots. Here is also another tuck spot. This is some handmade paper, and inside it has some natural dried flowers. And in here I used my sewing machine to add an extra pocket. And inside here we have a card, stamped card for journaling, an image I downloaded, and another little card. Here is another tuck spot with a doily and some fibers, and another downloaded image. This is a paper bag with an image from Pinterest, and inside another journaling card. Graph paper, I left it plain. This is a book page, and here I used a napkin to decoupage on it, and I followed, I believe her name is Sigita Grunt. I don't know if it's the right way to say it. She had a great tutorial on how to do this without wrinkles, and it worked beautifully. Not even one wrinkle. This is a paper bag embellished with some lace. Plain page where I dried a paper doily over it. This lady I fussy cut. It's an image from Pinterest, and I tried to do some layering. So this is gauze. This is a bit of vintage lace Laurie Fusco sent me. She's a girl on the reach here on YouTube. I believe it was from an old wedding dress. This is a flat pearl, 2 tickets, and she works as a tax spot. And here is an envelope with another writing or journaling card. Another page from the kit, some stamping. For the middle of the signature I used some lace, heart lace that I cut up and glued here. This is a tag I made, also with some layering. This is, first I tried to stencil over it, then I used some lace from that wedding dress Laurie sent me, some music paper, an image from Pinterest, and handmade flower, and here lace and fibers to tie it. All the clips also have a little lace to embellish. This is another tuck spot made with one of those leftover papers and some trim. An image that can be used as a journaling card. Another paper doily. Here I use another of those images, and with my sewing machine I used the decorative stitched here some journaling paper on both sides. More graph paper. The other part of the paper bag with a tag spot and decorated with another image and some vintage lace. Corner stamps. Here is another tag spot. This is paper I sewed to use as a booklet. This is also a tag spot, and this was sent to me by a pen pal, Jennifer Bloom from Germany, and I thought it went beautifully with the colors of this page. This is another tag spot. Here another double pocket, and here is another of those bunches. This one is not dots, it's kind of a little doily. Here some lace and flat pearls. A decorated clip I made using a natural dried flower. Another tag spot and some more journaling paper. A stamp, a crown stamp. This is the beginning of one of those skinny signatures I told about in the beginning. They are two between the three big fat ones, and I left them almost plain to journaling. This is a quote I printed. And another image I printed with another quote. This is an envelope with some stamping and another journaling card inside. And the other side is decorated with some lace and ribbon. And this is a heart tag. I punched it with that crown, and then, I don't know if you can see it, I used glossy accents over it to make it a little shiny. Here some stamping and some hearts I sewed on my sewing machine. Here is a double pocket and another journaling card. Here is another lady. The layering is just a little bit of gauze and a flower and some bling in the center, and another of those envelopes with another card inside. Here we have another book page with more napkin decoupage. And here I have a doily and a little envelope. This one was also sent me by Laurie. I just distressed it to age a little bit, and inside there is a little card, journaling card. Here another journaling card. This is another tag. This one I used my sewing machine. I don't know if you can see it. It has some book paper, some of that wedding dress lace, an image, and a flower and a flat pearl. This one is tied with some natural fibers and lace. This is another handmade paper. It's kind of pink pearl, and this one has, I don't know if you can see it, it's embroidered with some flowers, and I added some flat pearls. Here is a tuck spot and a stamped journaling card. In here I made 2 tags and made a pocket with book page, and please don't laugh at me, this embellishment. I've been playing with paper leftovers, as I told you, and I refuse to throw anything away, so don't laugh. And my husband was playing with my son the other day, and they were trying to weaving some paper, and I said, oh, that's cool, I will try it. And so I've been playing with it. I'll show you. They are little pieces of paper. This is a plain one. I weave them, then back them to work as pockets, and if we distress the straps, we get a nice and cool effect. I don't know if you can see. It's easy and it's fun. And this one was stamped and then embellished with a flower, a lace flower, and a flat pearl. And I think the effect is quite beautiful. This is a little journaling spot. Here we have another double tuck spot with music paper and some handmade paper. This is kind of a blue, pearl blue and stamp. And here I've been playing with my sewing machine to make some booklets with leftover paper. Used some doily and stitched over here. This is the middle of the third signature. This is another journaling card. Here I made a belly band and embellished with a tattooed flower and some bling, and another journaling card. I hope you can see it well. I don't know. Here is another of those pockets, and this idea I got from Larry. I just got this die set, and with this kind of handmade paper, it has a nice texture. I cut it all the 4 sizes, layered them, and then used I don't know how to say this in English, to secure it, and then backed it with a heart to cover it, and it works beautifully as a journaling spot, or even to add some little photo. Some lined paper. This lined paper I print and then dye it, and the ink holds very well. Punched pages, corner stamp. This is another tag. I did this one just with some stenciling, using 2 or 3 different distress colors. More of that embroidered paper. Here is a tuck spot and another booklet I made stitched with my sewing machine with that decorative stitch. This is another book page, and this one has a pocket with more journaling, paper. And another, this one turned out really good. I don't know if you can see, hope it focuses. Decoupage napkin. This is another downloaded image. Here is another one of those swirls Jenny sent me, and here I stamped 3 tags and then went over it with glossy accents to make them shiny. It's a bow and 2 perfume bottles. I also used my decorative scissors to cut some of the papers. Here is the other half of that envelope. It has here another lace tag spot, and here another journaling card, and this side, this is another tag spot, and this one, this side is decorated with music paper. This is a flower I got from my friend Elena Lascari from Greece, and a flower, a ribbon flower. So this is the end of the second fat signature. Now we are entering the fourth one. It's the second skinny one. In here I printed a quote. Here I used this stamp to make this kind of embellishment. Here is more of that handmade paper stamped, and here I printed another quote. And the last signature, a pocket with a printed image from the internet with a journaling card, some more journaling paper, more of that in printing with doilies. This is a pocket I made and a journaling tag. This is, I don't know the name in English, this paper. This is another tag spot, double pocket, and here I tried again, but this time with blank paper, that stack of papers to journal. Here another tag spot and another envelope with another journaling card inside. Another of those tag spots and another booklet I made. This one I used lace ribbon on the sides and stitched over it to make the booklet. Here are some tattooed flowers, a bling flower, and more of that lace from the wedding dress. This is another tag spot. In here I used a sticker, that. I like it, I think it goes well with the page. This one has 3 tucks in here, in the diary, and another book I stitched at sewing machine. Another diary, and another of those envelope pockets with a stamp lady. This one is also embellished with some flowers I make. Tuck spot, this is the middle. Here is a double tuck spot for a card. This idea I saw in someone's journal and I can't remember, so please if you remember just tell me. I used a punch and then went over it with 2 different kinds of ribbon. Here we have a journal paper and another tag I made at sewing machine. It also has, this one has a book paper, an image, a flower, a flat flower pearl, and this is also a crochet trim that Laurie sent me. So Laurie, thank you. A lot of you using this journal. And this is another tag spot. This is a paper tag, some writing space. This is another of that sticker. Here the journal card with corner punch, and here I used another stack. This time I cut it and sewed it with sewing machine and that decorative stitch, so it works as a notebook. Another doily, another card, journaling, and here these folds. And the last page, a stamp, and here on the back another one of those journaling papers, and I will be having here a card saying handmade by me and the name to who it will belong. I believe I just forgot to tell you how many pages I have in here. That I have 73 pages with 2 sides each, so if I didn't miscount, I have 146 pages, so I hope it is okay and it will be accepted for the swap. Thank you for watching and bye.